let's start about the TDMS file. So now right click, come to the file IO. Okay, come into the TDMS streaming. Open TDMS, read TDMS, close TDMS, get property TDMS. Right click, connect. Okay, operations, open. Okay, or create. Whatever. Now right click. Okay, right click, come to the graph, take waveform graph. Right click, create indicator. Whatever the group name, okay, we will read that group name by this. Okay, whatever the channel name, we will read the channel name by this. It will give the same things, group name, channel name. Okay, so nothing. Let's click here and go to that platform where you have downloaded and extracted my sample file. So I have that file inside the LabVIEW. Inside the LabVIEW, there is LabVIEW samples. Now inside the sample, I will target ECG data. I will run. So ECG data. The name of group is the ECG data. Channel name is the ECG data. Okay, how many did now? Our target is how many data are present in the in this data. So if you want to know how many data are present, so for that you need to take index array. Why? Because the one TDMS data has a group of data. In the one TDMS data, there are present group of data. After that, we need waveform, build waveform graph. After that, we need array size. Array size. So in this condition, there will be 15,360 data. Okay, 15,360 data. And what is the step size? If I want to check the step size, del t, so what is the sampling rate? So step size will be my, look at here, it is my sampling, okay, rate. So if I will, okay, do one thing, divide 1 by, so the output will be, so it was my sampling rate. Okay, it was my sampling rate. If I will multiply this one, this, so it will give you 30 value. Let's see why it's showing the 30 value and how many. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. Okay, there are high many. Okay, so now if I will take the multiply, and if I will multiply this number with this, so definitely I will get the 30. To display this data, if I will multiply with this, so I, okay, so I will found the this time zone 30. Okay, now I will use one, okay, right click, I will take one, I will come to Express VI, I will come to the inputs, signal analysis, okay, filters. So now I want to check what is the, okay, frequency of this signal. Okay, what is the frequency of this signal? So for that, if I want to measure, okay, RMS peak to peak power spectrum density. Okay, let's see. FFT if I want to indicators. Okay, so the maximum frequency is like with, okay, what is this? What is the problem? Let's see. So there is one frequency, and frequency is near about 0. If I will write the 0, so okay, will 0, and if it will be 1.0. No, there is some problem with this signal. Before that we need to baseline boundary. For the baseline boundary, I can do one thing. I can go again here for the baseline boundary. Look at, can I see? Okay, for the baseline boundary. Okay, for the baseline boundary, I can use one filter. Okay, let's see. When it will be clear, so I will show you. Okay, wait. It is what? If you will click here, 2, so you will get, it is a sine waveform. Sorry, it is a ECG waveform. Okay, if I right click, X scale off. Okay, okay, if I will take this one 30. Okay, so after the filtering, okay, when I use the filters for the 2, so look at here, there is something has filtered. Okay, this some data has been filtered. Okay, so if I will again open, and I will use the band pass filter. Okay, and I will use this 600 band pass filter. I will use this 600, and I will run. Then wait. Okay, for the band pass filter, I will use this. This is 500, and this is 100. Look at that. Let's try to. And the frequency rate should be the 300. Let's try. Okay, so okay, so for this data I need to work to set the frequency, how much frequency I need to measure. Okay, after that, okay, so it is just a sine waveform. Okay, let's, sorry, not ECG waveform. Now come here and see some another waveform, and let's discuss about the waveform. Let's discuss about the other waveform. Okay, so now control B. Okay, when we will work on the signal processing, at that day we will use this signal, and we will try to measure the frequency of the signal. Okay, till that I will work. Okay, how to reduce and how can find. So now here one signal is present, ECG waveform. Okay, ECG2. If I will take this ECG2, so now you will see how much distortion is present. Okay, look at there is PQRS wave, there is no PQR, only QRS wave, no P and T wave. It means the person has been inside the cardiac arrest, because look at the, for a normal human, it's take 0.8 second for one time heartbeat. It take 0.8 second, but in this condition the heartbeat is double. Okay, so this person has definitely under any kind of cardiac arrest. This kind, if I will take the ECG signal 3, look at here, definitely this person has been dead. Okay, because The systolic is so less than diastolic. Sorry, diastolic is so less than systolic. It's PQR and PQRS, and T wave should be like this. It's too high. Okay, it is my one homework to all of you. Please go to the Google and try to find